next question, off, if that's your name. What does Make America Great Again mean to you?
Well, it's pretty self-explanatory, isn't it?
Well, it isn't. Why don't you tell me? I want you to explain it to me. I want to pick your brain.
We're going to bring back how America used to be. We are going to bring back white supremacy. We're going to bring back white order.
You want to bring back white? You want to bring back white supremacy? Is that what you just said? Did I hear you right?
Absolutely.
So Make America, thank you for being honest. So Make America Great Again to you means bringing back white supremacy.
We're going to bring it back, and we're going to make this country great again like it used to be.
If you don't mind me asking you, Adolf, is that why you voted for Donald Trump? Because you want to bring back white supremacy? Is that one of the reasons why you voted for Donald Trump?
Hell yeah.
Well, I appreciate your honesty. So you want to make America white. So that was my question. Make America great again. Does it mean make America white again?
Absolutely.
It does.
Why would we not want to have our country be how it used to be when it was great, when we were back in control?
So do you think it was great when black people were owned as slaves and women couldn't vote? Is that what you're talking about?
I'm not going back that far. I wasn't around, but, in my earlier years, it was great.
Why was it great? What was different in your I don't know how old you are, sir, but what was great in your earlier years, besides the claiming that you support white supremacy, which is bigoted and racist in nature, which I find very troubling but not shocking? What back in your earlier days was so great that's changed now for the worse? Can you explain that to me?
We had whites with the jobs. We had whites being able to support their family.
Well, how come whites aren't able to support their family now?
Yes. Well, no. A lot of them, black people took our jobs.
Were you just about ready to use the N-word on this show?
The Mexicans are coming over here and they're taking jobs, and quite frankly, there's a lot of my fellow whites that can't get jobs or work. Support their family.
I want to ask you another question, and I mean this in a serious question. Are you a member of the Proud Boys or the Klan? Please be honest with me. Are you a member of a right-wing white fringe group?
I know people and I hang out with the people.
Okay,
and
so that was fair enough. So I want to ask you, there's a reason why I asked that. I hear you.
I've done different things. And,
okay, fine. I don't know you know a lot of white supremacists.
All right, Shalom. This is Brother Yawanathan Habad coming at you another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemar Shai. First and foremost, as always, I want to start by giving all praises and glorifications to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Kakadash, dumb honors to the apostles and elders that great millstone well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of earth, preaching his word in truth and sincerity. Shalom. All right, and I love it when these devils are honest, man. All right, so I'm just gonna do here a little quick, response video from the brothers' video entitled "Esau in His Own Words, Straight from the Horse's Mouth, Make Babylon Great Again, 2025." And we've been telling y'all that's what Trump's slogan meant. Putting you so-called Negroes. All right, back in slavery, hardcore slavery. All right, which, this is the land of our captivity anyway. You're still slaves because you have a social security number one. You have to have a driver's license or a license plate on your car if you got one. But ultimately, you got a social security number, so you're still slaves. But hey, this devil that will chimed in this podcast or whatever he's on his radio, this other Edomite, asking them questions. He basically is admitting that you so-called Negroes, all right, need to go back in chains, man. And that was the definition, or that's the definition of making America great again, which we've been telling y'all that. That's what Trump means when he says make America great again. That's why he's deporting all you so-called Mexicans or you Latin tribes, all right, out of Babylon, man. All right, and next is going to be the Southern Kingdom, consisting of you so-called Negro tribes, man. Okay, so that again, that's the true meaning of making America great again. And you brothers and sisters, or anybody watching, you just heard it straight out the horse's mouth. All right, the so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of. Okay, so you just heard it, man. And we've been telling you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that this man has a perpetual hatred for you. He's your enemy. He's not your friend. Okay, you can't trust him. And a lot of you dumb niggas and spicks, you voted that devil Trump, aka Nero, in, and look at what he's doing, man. He's fucking you over. He's deporting you stupid ass Latin tribes that voted for him. And he's about to bring great wrath ultimately on you so-called Negro tribes. Okay, when he brings martial law, man, or any other you 10 tribes that's left over here, because he ain't gonna get all of you. You know, he ain't gonna get all you Latin tribes, but you're gonna still be met with the slaughter, man. Okay, so this devil was being honest, man. Even though he was beating around the bush with some questions, like they always do, but you pretty much knew where he was coming from, man. Okay. But like I said, I love an honest devil. Let me get a scripture. I'm going to be out, man. I just had to do this quick hit, basically. You know, just getting off the plantation. And that caught my eye. I just, was seeing what was going on. That video popped up, so I decided to do a quick lesson on it. All right, let me see. Amos 1 and 11. All right, this is Amos 1 and 11. It says, "Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom," the so-called white man. Okay. That's Esau, Edom. You so-called white people are the nation of Edom, okay, according to the Bible. All right. It says, "Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not I will not turn away the punishment thereof." Right, because the Lord has a judgment, a great judgment, all right, prepared for you Edomites, man. So-called white people, for what you done to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay. It says, because he did pursue his brother with the sword. And who's your brother? All right. Or was your brother, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right. From the loins of Jacob. Okay. Because you come from Esau. Esau and Jacob were brothers, man. All right. And it says, and did cast off all pity, because this devil, he don't show no remorse. The scriptures say the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. Okay. And his anger did tear perpetually, right? Because of the birthright, man. And these elites, they know what's going on to a certain degree. All right, they're trying to get the birthright back. That's why, they're oppressing you. They're setting up laws and things. They're pulling the strings. They're the puppet masters behind the curtain, so to speak. All right, causing all this oppression on you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, and trying to establish their new world order. All right, in hopes of getting that birthright back, which is going to be a failed, man. It's going to be a monkey wrench. It's a monkey wrench already being thrown in. It's called the prophets. Okay, they're going to fail miserably trying to do it because that birthright belongs to us, man. Okay, the Israelites. So it says, because he did pursue his brother with a sword and did cast off all pity. Remember, the scriptures say the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. He doesn't show no pity to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Because he hates you, man. It's going to say it. It says, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. See that? So his anger toward you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right, is an ongoing hatred. That's what the word perpetually means. It's ongoing. All right? An ongoing anger and hatred for you tribes, man. So I'm going to read this part again. I'm going to wrap up. It says, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. So ain't no letting bygones be bygones when it comes to the Esau, the so-called white man. Okay? It ain't no being buddy-buddy with this devil, man. Okay? Because that hatred started from the womb. Okay? From the very beginning. All right, in Genesis, which means beginning, man. All right, so that's an ancient hatred that will never go away. And the feelings should be mutual from you tribes toward this damn devil, man. The feelings should be mutual. All right? But y'all want to love this goddamn devil. When this devil sharpening that sword, he's preparing that sword. He's making it furbished, all right, to roll on you, man. The come having great wrath, and he's preparing a great slaughter for you, man. All right. So, hey, like I said, man, hey, that devil's in his right mind, man. That devil was in his right mind. It's you stupid ass niggas that ain't your right mind, man. Okay? But you gonna be forced to get in your right mind when this devil come down on your ass, man. Okay? Because you're gonna be backed into a corner. Because you do have what you call race wars coming. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up. All right, like I said, it's a little quick hit. All right, Lord willing, this is edifying. I'm gonna sign off by saying again, all praises and glorifications goes to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, well, peace, love, salutations to the whole full elect. Throughout the four corners of earth, preaching his word of truth and sincerity. So shalom and kwam yashala. Shalom.